128 cases of the norovirus. Yesterday it was 60-something, 80-something. So now overnight they got 50 more cases of the norovirus going through the Olympic Village. Most of the sick people are security personnel who were housed there in one particular area. So now they've had to quarantine that whole area of security. Yeah. But this is...
Prophylactics aren't going to help there.
This is what scares the crap out of
They gave each athlete like 35 condoms. That's not going to help.
What if this was Kim Jong Un's plan?
Oh, stop.
I'm serious.
Now, you talk about a
chemical warfare.
No, stop it. That's terrible. You're saying that he's spreading the norovirus
to the security personnel, thus weakening their force at the Olympics, making the Olympics vulnerable for attack.
This is quite the conspiracy.
Quite the conspiracy theory, yes. But don't tell me the thought doesn't cross your mind when you hear that it's mostly security people that are sick. More than 1,000 security officers have been sent home in an effort to stop the spread of the illness. That means they are down 1,000 security officers.
Pretty crazy.
Meaning there will be chinks in the armor, holes in the prophylactic.
You and I were talking about this morning, and I told you, I said, you know, what's in the back of my mind is
I'm not buying it.
This Kim Jong Un is playing nice right now because he's got a plan. And we talked about this months ago that I wouldn't want to go to the Winter Olympics. I love the Winter Olympics. They're my favorite Olympics.
Now, if he was...
But I wouldn't want to be there because of the proximity to North Korea.
If he was as toxic right now as he was in July, nobody be going to the Winter Olympics at all. He would not be sending delegates. Other countries would not. Russia would not be clamoring to get to South Korea if he was as crazy as he was in July. He's still that crazy. He's just not showing as crazy.
All right, let me play devil's advocate.
Which scares me more.
Your conspiracy theory.
That scares me more that he's not playing as crazy as he was in July.
Isn't it possible? Name that tune.
Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah, it's a great show. Robert something back in the day.
Stack.
Yeah. God, great voice. Isn't it possible, and doesn't it happen every 4 years when we have an Olympics, with all these athletes using the locker rooms, staying in the village with such close proximity to each other, that doesn't this always happen that there's some sort of bug that go? Weren't they worried about the bird flu a decade ago?
Yeah. I don't know if it was the bird flu a decade ago.
It was some sort of flu. Like, I feel like there's always some sort of sickness when it comes to the Olympics. These young athletes that,
here's the
wrestle like minks.
These
and horny rabbits.
Athletes did not have a small country that felt like it was crapped upon for the last 50 years because they lost 70 years now, because they lost their war in the 50s with a agenda for the last 70 years, neighboring them. Brazil, what the hell? Venezuela? We're going to worry about Venezuela during the Brazil games? No. Russia's its own entity, so you didn't have to worry about them. Sochi, come on. Vancouver, please. You kidding me? What was 2012? Beijing? China, they're their own superpower.
I gotcha.
This Korea thing stinks, and I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong, too.
I hope in my heart of hearts.
I'm pretty sure I remember there's always some kind of sickness.
In my heart of hearts, I'm wrong, but it's really weird that the norovirus is only it's not affecting the athletes, which would be the main story, right? It is affecting the security, which we're all like, security is something we all take for granted.
You hear about it, but you don't really think about it.
Big deal.
Well, wait a second. We got over 1,000 security guards down.
1,000 security guards is a lot, okay? That they sent them home. They said, get out of here.
Have you talked to the CIA?
You're a threat. No,
I want to send an email in.
Because I have the CIA on the email. I'll just text them real quick.
Just search them. Google it. Here, lost Siri. Siri, how do we get a hold of the CIA?
I'm telling you, stranger things have happened. Brad texts in very nonchalantly. He says, nothing to worry about here. Exercise releases endorphins, which boosts the immune systems. That's why the athletes aren't the ones infected. It's the security guards that stand there and do nothing.
Well, thank you, Dr. Brad.
Best way to get rid of a cold is go for a run, bro.
Maybe that's my
Are you not looking at the big picture? Kim Jong Un has something to do with this.
Good morning.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning
on 93.3 KZOZ.